Alright guys, this is kind of a big deal. I'm guessing this is probably by a protest group that has probably been formulated to see if they can do this so that it can be a precursor to the United States situation. The Iraqi parliament building has fallen. Protesters have breached the green zone. They have occupied. And supposedly, long lists of other rumors have started. I repeat, the Iraqi parliament building has fallen. Protesters of cleric al-Sadr storm, or al-Sadr, my apologies, have stormed the green zone of the Iraqi capital Baghdad. These are loyalists to Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, and these guys, by the hundreds, oddly enough, have breached the green zone and have begun entering foreign embassies, including the American one, and have taken the Iraqi parliament building. I can't make this stuff up, folks. I am not making this up under any circumstances. I would not be this cruel and or unjust to you. So, oh, my bad. I apologize. Hang on one second. I apologize for the cookies. Pepperidge Farms are yummy. So this is actually coming from NBC News. You know this is good. Baghdad in state of emergency after supporters of al-Sadr storm green zone. Iraqi officials declared state of emergency at the fall of Baghdad Saturday after protests loyal to the popular Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr breached heavily fortified green zone, begun entering government buildings, foreign embassies, including the American one, and the understanding idea is that they have breached and they have taken the supposedly the parliament building in Iraq. This picture is supposedly the protesters have taken the Iraqi parliament building as well. Again, I don't know exactly how big this is, but I imagine this is probably in some way or another a precursor to something they're planning for America. So they can, how do they go about it? Well, they got to train for it. So they got to train for it, and they got to get all their people and their proxies together to do it. So they got to do it over in a foreign country we're already occupying in a quote-unquote war zone or a near war zone in order to do it here. So Iraqi security authorities have declared state of emergency in Baghdad, said Brigadier Sadman, a spokesman for the Iraqi military. All gates that lead to Baghdad are now closed. No one is allowed to enter into Baghdad. Only those who want to leave Baghdad can do so. But hundreds of demonstrators, it looks like thousands, occupied the country's parliament, according to a senior Iraqi security source, spoke on the condition of anonymity. I'm not even going to be able to attempt to show you this, but this happened on Twitter. Iraqis are checking into the Council of Representatives, Facebook, Baghdad, Iraq. So this is actually happening, folks. Whether or not, there you go, right there. So this means that the shitstorm is probably coming our way soon, folks. If they're planning shit like this overseas, pardon my language, I mean absolutely no disrespect to anybody who's Iraqi or involved in this. We kind of need a little bit of that spirit in the United States during these big freaking protests to go in there and just do this. I mean, you just sit there and wave the flag. That's all you got to do. You don't got to sit there with armed and do shit like Bundy Ranch or nothing. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Can you imagine what happened in the United States if thousands of Americans decided to walk into Congress and just start taking photos like this? And during a protest, like, fuck you, we're here, we're taking photos, yay us, woo! Now, I don't know if the motives were, very bad, but the political unrest comes as Iraq also wrestles with the violence of ISIS earlier Saturday. But evidently these protesters don't seem like they're ISIS supporters, so there must have been some kind of ulterior motive here. But Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi, who struggles to impose a technocratic governance, tackle corruption, basically faced opposition to powerful groups who benefit from political power, from his sectarian quotas, and basically they probably rallied the troops to have these guys do this. It looks like there's actually a response here from the United Nations. Holy crap. My bad. Hang on. I'm going up. Hang on. Here we go. Oh, come on. The UN was right there. So, looks like they're hiding that on me, folks. They're hiding the UN part. But, here we go. United Nations assistance mission for Iraq has grave concern Saturday develops. So you guys can see this, folks. This is what happens when citizens say, fuck you, government. We hereby declare this our government building. Just like they did over in Ukraine. Need a little bit of this fire in America. Just a tiny little bit. Thank you, guys.